So here it is on my bench. It's what I wanted, just a small air compressor. I'm quite excited about this, you know, because I know this is going to come in very handy for me. It's the gauges. I think there's a safety valve there, I think. There we go, it's focusing now. It's quite heavy for the size, but I'm guessing all compressors are heavy, I guess, isn't it? What is that? What's that? Some kind of paint. Yeah, it feels like what's that stuff called again they use in school? Oh yeah, it feels like Tipex. Must be the manufacturing, whatever they use. So I'm guessing this is instruction. I'm guessing this is the air filter. Instructions. So techno jabble. So that's what the air filter looks like inside it. So you have to clean that every so often. So you pull this cap out, get some pliers. Oh, it's quite tight. There we go. And it says the instruction says you screw it in hand tight only. Of course you always screw it in hand tight. Who's going to use the power tool to screw that in? I guess you will get some people that will try to do that. Alright, that's on hand tight. Alright, so we're going to switch it on now for the first time. Let's switch it on. You pull this lever up, as you can see there. You pulled that up. So let's see how loud this is. Let's put it up. Check this out. I bought this from Aldi, you know. about 2 years ago. Sometimes I buy things if it's a good offer, and I was about for the sake of it. I was thinking I might use it one day, but I paid £10 for it now. I didn't pay that for it. Because if I bought this from them, I'm guessing the starter pack would have been a lot more than that. Let's hope it's got the right fitting on it. I'm not sure, you know. If it does, that's a shame if it doesn't. Oh no, I don't think it has got. That's not the. Is that the one? Somehow I don't think I've got the right fittings. Is that the same? I'm sure that's a smaller one. Oh, so it is the right fitting. I thought it was the other one. You know, you got a smaller fitting. I'm not sure what you call that fitting. So I'm not an expert when it comes to compressed air. I know a bit, but I'm not an expert on all the fittings. Let's put on some gloves, because really when you're using compressed air, you should wear gloves really. Let's put some gloves on. A bit tight. Well, there we go. Okay, so this is where my air compressor lives. This is where it sits. So I've been using this now for a couple of years now. Yeah, it's been a couple of years since I've unboxed it, so I thought I'd do an update on it now to complete this video. Yeah, so the reason why I bought this air compressor is just, as you can see, just to blow dust off things and to pump tires really. I didn't really buy it for nothing too major, you know. I didn't buy it to spray anything, or I didn't buy it to run any tools. So it does what I wanted to do. It's fit for purpose for my needs really. And as you can see, it's quite small, you know. No, I didn't buy it to run any tools, any impact wrenches or sanders, anything like that. So I can't really tell you how it's going to perform on those sort of things. But I wouldn't really suggest it for that kind of thing. So the one downside about this air compressor is that it is noisy. It is very noisy. Because it's so small, I didn't think it would be so noisy. But I'm guessing it's because of the type of air compressor it is. I'm guessing if I want a more quiet one, I'm going to have to go for the diaphragm type one. That is the one downside about this. And it lives in my shed. And it's so noisy that I wouldn't be comfortable starting this thing up in the morning. Or at a certain time, like say after 8 o'clock. This will definitely wake the neighbours up. That's the one downside to it. It's very noisy. So if you just want a small air compressor to inflate tires, maybe your kids have got bicycles and you can't be bothered to use a manual pipe, inflate bouncy, well I don't know, all those kids' toys and air beds and things like that, and to blow out computers of dust, things like that. Yeah, I say get this. This is the way to go, because it's quite small, as you can see, and it doesn't take up much space. But just bear in mind, it is very noisy. This air compressor. Let me start it up. So it's got 2 gauges there. I will start it up so you can see how noisy this thing is.